Welcome back to Cattleman as we get insights into the concerns and opportunities newer producers face in the beef industry. Jack, I'm sure you've noticed, but consumers continually want to know more about how we're producing the beef that they're eating. And I'm curious, as a young producer, what are you doing to try to address that concern?
Well, first, I think it's a great opportunity for us to share what it is that we're doing and our sustainability story about the industry as a whole. But for us specifically, two things really. I mean, we have an open gate in essence that we are happy to give anybody that's interested in what we do tours, show them around, communicate however they would like to learn more. And then we also have a direct-to-consumer small part of our business that's really grown since COVID, like a lot of those businesses have. So that gets us interactions directly with some consumers, but also at a couple restaurants locally. And so it's been a real opportunity to share with those that aren't part of the industry just how things work for us.
That's outstanding. How are you engaging with consumers?
Yeah, so we also have a direct-to-consumer business that we work a lot on, and so I would echo what he said, but I think that it's also really important to invest in the education for producers. I think that being able to advocate appropriately, I think sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, especially with the direct-to-consumer and the marketing, and I think investing in our membership and educating them on how best to advocate for the beef industry so that we come across as a more united front. What an exciting time to be able to highlight what ranching is, tell our sustainability story, like let's make sure we get it right.
And there's great programs like Masters of Beef Advocacy that really equip us to talk about and broach some of those thorny issues that consumers ask us about, right? Quentin?
It hadn't been hit on, but social media. Use that. Find those good stories out there and share them. Get that out there. You might be a little shy to talk to people and tell your own story, but there's plenty of them out there. So use that to your advantage and share it on social media all over. It's a great tool. We're all doing the same thing. We're all sharing our story, open gates, welcome anybody on, and we want to do that. Some people don't feel comfortable with that, so I'd take the social media approach and find them good stories and share what's going on, share the good of the industry.
I'm curious, you mentioned social media and otherwise. Do you feel like you have an advantage being the age you are in terms of communicating and connecting than maybe my generation or previous generation?
Oh yeah, everything right here.
You're just
so quick, and you can hit so many people with that, and obviously the young generation, whether you're putting together TikToks or Reels or things like that, short little clips, catch them, and then they're interested. But this is the young generation. Everything's right here, so you can get that, and we need to keep that young generation involved.
And Stephanie, let me ask you an additional question, not only about generational, but the fact that you're a female and probably connect with other moms in different ways than these two gentlemen might. How do you use that to your advantage?
Yeah, so I think that going at it with different avenues, social media is one example. We're always in that echo chamber. An initiative that we did with the Cattle Women is we did an influencer tour, and we did focus on moms and dietitians and influencers that had quite a bit of following that wouldn't normally fall into the ag circles. And we brought them to a ranch and showed them where their food came from and kind of put a lot of things at ease. And so going to them from that approach and that in-person connection was really impactful for them.
And Jack, what would you add quick?
I would just add that we also have the advantage of technology these days that we can use in that, maybe in a slightly different vein, but pointing people to immediate availability of beefitswhatsfordinner.com and other resources that are online to really learn more about the product and ways to use it.
That's great advice.